Okay, so with the neck, I've Googled some pictures here, and I just Googled acoustic guitar neck, and I found this one which kind of shows what I was talking about. When the neck on this type of guitar comes down, the bottom of the neck flares out, so you've got this large area to attach it to the guitar, which makes it a lot more stable. You can see some of it here. Um, this guy's replacing the neck, I suppose, just looking for pictures that show, well, those two did show pretty well. Uh, let's have a look. You can see here. Okay, so I have been asked about this, so this is what we'll do. When I first did this, it's just a straight neck. We want to give it some profile down here. We can do this just working with the neck itself. So let's go to edit mode, and I've got this neck in the edit. It's a nice simple neck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some loop cuts down one end. So I'll add one first of all, Control R, and then I'm going to bring it down somewhere about there. Okay, then I'm going to add a few more on this end. Right, so let me go to no, I won't actually. What I'll do is I'm going to select these two edges that run across the top. So Alt, select that one, Shift Alt, select that one. So we've actually highlighted this whole top. I'm going to hide it. Okay. Let me go into a X-ray, which is that one. So I'm able to select some of these vertices below. Alright, so what I can do is select this bottom vertex and turn on my proportional editing, or with the O key. Alright, I can grab this down on the Z axis, but I'm not going to press Z yet. I'm looking at my circle. It's way too big. I want it inside the edge loop on the right. Okay, so I can grab on the Z or the Z, G, Z. Okay, and just kind of bring this like that. Okay, so we got a bit more profile to it. Let me turn off the X-ray. You can see got a bit more profile. Now if I unhide Alt H, let's go back into object mode. You see I'm getting this kind of neck shape. Right, this is poking through the bottom. What can I do with that? Let's go to edit mode. Let's hide this again. And let's look at our X-ray. Let's grab this. I'll somehow delete that, but that's okay. Let's grab this loop. Let's shift select these two. Wrong button. Okay. Let's bring it on the XGX. A bit more there. And then I can go to my side view here, see exactly what's going on. A lot of these vertices in here we're not going to need. I'm going to leave this top row, but let me box select, or circle select might be easier, the rest of these interior ones. I probably want to leave this one here because I'm looking at this. If I delete that, these spaces are going to be deleted. So let me do that again. Well, what I'm going to do is press my C key, and this time I'm going to use my middle mouse button to unselect these ones. So just press on my middle mouse button, they're unselected. I can delete these ones, X, delete those vertices. I can Alt-H to unhide. Go to object mode. Let's turn off the X-ray. See how that's looking. That's looking fairly good. So we've got this kind of profile. You can work on this a bit more, get exactly the profile you want. The top of the fretboard or the neck I probably want flat. So we're going to do the same as we did with the guitar top. Alright. Let me just go to X-ray for a second. None of those are selected, so I've just got the top selected. Alright, so I'm going to go into face select, so I've got these top faces. Right click and shade flat. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Right, okay. I know the guitar players among you will probably tell me that this is supposed to be slightly curved, but that's a detail that's just getting too far for the Second Life model. Something else someone asked about me, and it does happen on some guitars, is the fretboard continues down to the hole and is cut around the hole. So let's see about doing that. So what I can do is select this face here. And you can see that still is a face. If it's not, just make a face there. Alright, let's turn off the X-ray. Let's extrude this on the X-axis to make a new one. Bring it down to about there. Alright. Then what we could do, go into object mode. We could make another cylinder and use a boolean on the neck. So Shift A, make a mesh cylinder. Let's scale it down. Our 3D cursor is way over there, so let's go to a top view. There's the cylinder. Okay, I'm going to do this in edit mode and then move the origin. But I've done it in edit mode so I can see the cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to grab it. I want this cylinder slightly bigger than my hole and just kind of line it up with the hole about there. Maybe a bit smaller. Alright, so we've got this cylinder. Let's go back to object mode. Let's select the neck. Let's use a boolean modifier on it. And for the object, we'll use the cylinder. Okay. Intersect will probably work. Nope. Difference. We don't want a union. We want the difference, I think. Okay, let's apply that and see what's happened. Select the cylinder. Let's delete it. That didn't work. Okay. Well, let's do that again then. Okay, I'm not sure why it didn't work because I just tried it again and it did. So let's do this once more. Nothing selected. Let's add a cylinder. Shift A, add a mesh cylinder. The only thing I did different is I put caps on this one. Seemed to work. I don't know why. Let's use X-ray. Let's scale this down quite a bit. Let's go to a top view. Let's grab it and move it over towards the hole. Let's center it on the hole. Okay, let's scale this down a bit more. And I'm going to leave it slightly outside. That's the other thing I did different. I left it slightly outside. Okay, just going to center this on this whole GX. So everything looks nice and centered. Right, let's turn off this X-ray so you can see more clearly what I'm doing here. Right, so I'll select the neck, add a modifier, Boolean. I'm going to add the cylinder object as the object. And you can see by the outline it has started to cut around. So if I apply that, select the cylinder, delete it, you see it has left this fretboard cut around the hole, which is what I was after. Not quite sure why it didn't work the first time. I must have missed a step and haven't realised it yet. Okay, I see a couple of things to clean up here. One, let's go to edit mode. You see these spaces are all kind of flat shading. Okay, so we can do the same as we've done before. These spaces are actually all selected at the minute, but if not, you would just go into face select mode and select them. Right click, shade smooth. Now look at it, we've got this smooth shading around the bottom of this fretboard, which is what we wanted, and the same with this hole here. So let me select the guitar object, edit, let's go to face select, which we are. Let's select these interior faces. I'm doing it with a circle select, just hitting the C key to get the circle select tool. See load here being selected, and that's why if you look underneath I was selecting these at the same time, but that's okay. What I can do is zoom out a bit, go to circle select again and use my middle mouse button to unselect those ones. See, middle mouse button, unselect. So I'm left with just this hole selected. Alright, so once again, right click for the context menu, shade smooth. Now we've got this lovely smooth hole. Okay, that's looking pretty good now. And I think when we come back, I'm going to remake the headstock to something that looks a bit better.